20 minutes, damn.
All right, let's do this, man. What's the time? What time is time? I soon go. I soon go. I soon go. When did they do this?
They did this, I would say, like, I'm only putting a guess, because I think I said, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago now.
Oh, fair.
But like before they did this, like this looked a lot more scruffier.
Yeah, yeah.
So they definitely refurbished this basketball court nicely.
Alright, cool. Let me give you my phone.
Yeah, let me
I like
ask you
that
the
question already.
questions.
So yeah, just kind of slide down whatever floats
Yeah.
your boat. You can just ask me.
I think that's the worst strength. What's the...
And feel free at any point, like if you want to interject and say some stuff.
Yeah. What's the one?
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's start with that. All right. So, question of the day: what's the one movement that has completely changed how we see training?
What's the one movement that has completely changed how we see training?
Yeah.
Honestly, rotation.
Rotation. Yeah.
Rotation.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And I say rotation to say rotation opens up window. Rotation opens up the window to change direction. Because ultimately for me to change direction, I need to rotate even my torso, and my gaze is also going to follow. So with me rotating like my torso and my gaze follows, I now open up a window to move in this direction.
Yeah.
So I feel like rotation is universal. It's carried over in salsa and rope flow and jiu-jitsu and boxing, like like I said, rotating.
In everything that we do.
Yeah, everything we do.
Yeah.
For me, yeah. And I feel like the gaze links very closely to rotation in certain cases as well.
Yeah, for me as well. This might come off topic, but actually might be still on the same topic.
Yeah.
But rotation is so, like you said, universal in terms of like, you see when you're riding a bike.
Yeah.
And you naturally need to look back to see if a car is coming.
Yeah.
People don't think about that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or when I'm sitting in the toilet and I need to reach the toilet paper. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing when I need to bend down and look past it. Or is rotate. A lot of people have got injured because they lack rotation. There's a lot of people that they've been doing a lot of weightlifting, right?
Yeah.
But because they've been doing so much linear movements and traditional weightlifting movements, such as bench press or squatting and deadlifting, and they don't add any rotation to it, when they get a niggle, when they lose concentration for 1 second, because they lacked on the rotational accessory work, they get serious injuries. And they ask, but I've been doing the weight training. I'm like, the weight training that you do is fundamentally correct, but you need to make sure that you're enhancing that training even more by allowing your spine to be a lot more flexible and stronger.
For sure.
In those extra pains and motions that you just mentioned, that when you open up a new window here, because accidents will happen. Accidents will happen where sometimes someone might be talking to you and you easily gaze to their direction, and because you lack rotation, you lose that rep. Do you get what I'm saying?
The maddest thing is I see that with age in a sense as well. Like if people become so like back and forth, robotic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Boom, straight away. And they automatically blame the movement rather than them blaming the actual fact that they didn't explore that movement beforehand to strengthen themselves. So I think that's super important.
That's true. Because I guess the body's so molded in one plane of movement that anything outside of that, wow, we are our own limitations.
We are our own enemy when it comes down to that as well. Yeah. What's the husband?
Rotate that.
Let's see. Oh, okay. If training had no aesthetic benefits, would you still do it?
I think it would take me. I think, in all honesty, it would probably take me longer to. If it didn't have any aesthetic benefits.
Yeah.
I mean, how I first got into training was for aesthetics, and I was at 16.
Nice, yeah. Fair play.
So I feel like me being 29 now, that's so hard to answer.
It's such a yes and no
again,
question,
how I
innit?
came across rope flow was aesthetics first.
Right.
I was like, that looks amazing. That looks incredible. You look like a martial artist. Forget you. I want to look like a martial artist. So there's a big aesthetics to it all. Boy, that's very hard to answer. Like, are you basically, is the question basically saying, like, if the aesthetics didn't exist, would you still be training type of thing?
Type of thing, yeah. I think, or maybe if I was to simplify, maybe I guess the exterior way of how you look.
The thing is, though, I am into I do like aesthetics, and when I say I like aesthetics, I like it. I kind of see aesthetics in two ways. Maybe there's a term for these different types of aesthetics. You have, I think you have admiration, and you have, I guess, people pleasing or wanting to be accepted. And I'll try to break it down. So you might have some people in the gym who want to look a particular way because they want people to notice them, etc., etc.
Right.
Then you have maybe someone else in the gym who maybe started their gym journey because they admire like the sculpture of someone else's body, and not because they feel like, oh, it's gonna bring them women or anything. But if you look at like a Greek, is it a Greek sculpture?
Right.
Like when they're just kneeling down or whatever. Yeah. Like just being able to see the fine art of the fine lining of the muscles and stuff, that to me is like, I admire that. Like I want that. So that I've got a picture of me doing rope flow.
Yeah.
And I'm holding the rope behind like that, and you can see all the muscles in the back.
And
I'm like, wow, that is sick. Like that is art.
Yes.
I'll be honest, I think aesthetics does play a big part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think like we're all human at the end there. We all live in this body, so we want to look good. Even if it's not to please other people, we want to look good for ourselves.
Yes,
but I guess if the world was blind, then we probably wouldn't have a conversation about aesthetics.
Of course,
I feel like deep down, we all, in some ways, we want to look good.
Absolutely.
So I feel like aesthetics is a big part.
It does play a massive catalyst to a lot of people, because the simple thing is, when we like we were as young boys, when we were coming in.
I'm a man, your boy.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Get the light.
But I'm talking about, let's say back then. As as young boys back in the days.
Said,
Back,
I thought you were calling us boys.
Nah, we know we're a man out here, mate. But as younger boys back then, when we first got into training, the natural thing is we wanted a six-pack, biceps, quads. And the more you dive in deep into that, the more wiser you start getting into thinking like, right, cool, I'm liking the way I'm looking, but then I'm also liking the way that my body feels when you start exploring other movement patterns as well. So I think that's like the first discovery that you make, is that first motivation and interest in looking like something. And when you achieve it, you're like, oh, there's still more.
For sure.
There's still more.
For sure.
We're always looking for more when it comes down to that as well.
That's true.
Hold
on, as we're here, I'm thinking, just for the sake of the lighting, maybe we film like the last few bits here.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I might move the camera. Then what's the time?
Always train and change the way we approach the